TV. Feel free to join us, www.talktv.ca. Drop us an email, chatroom@talktv.ca, or give us a call, 1-877-674-CHAT. And in the studio, we have Sulk, Sherrie and Blair O Halloran. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you guys doing?
Awesome.
Excellent. We have a new album out. This is your debut CD, Only You.
Yeah.
And wanted to ask you, this album, you put a lot of yourself into it. And wanted to know which song on the album is the most personal for you.
Me specifically?
And why?
There are several, but I'd have to say my favorite one to sing is If I Love You All Night Long. Just the melody of it, the sweetness. It's got a real sweetness. And I don't know, I think it's pretty touching, the things that are being said in the song. And speaking of loving somebody and being very romantic, sexual with them, showing your love. Appreciation. Yeah.
And Blair?
Yeah, and then right after that track there's a song called Ecstasy, which basically ties the whole thing together, because it's, again, it's just more about love, but more about desire and so on. It's a great ending track to the CD. Yeah. The tracks in the beginning of the album are more of the radio sort of tracks, which are going to probably be more of the popular tracks, but later on the last half of the track, or of the record, is where the record, to me, takes off.
Now, as artists, do you feel that since you put so much of yourself into your music, that everything you do now has the potential of ending up a song?
Yeah, ending up a song, but you know, we're finding with the tracks on our songs, they're almost like James Bond movies or something, some kind of movie track song. So I'm finding that with our songs, we're thinking, oh, this could go with such and such movie or some kind of video. And
yeah. I think we used to write a lot of tracks that were a little more negative about relationships and that, and I think a lot of the tracks are probably more positive, like it's called Salt, but there's a lot of but there's some pretty uplifting songs in there.
It's kind of upbeat.
And where did Salt come from?
The name?
Well, it actually, if you take a look, we put a big list together. We were looking for a name, and it actually came from a Radiohead track, or from the band.
It's funny, we were just talking about Radiohead, because the album
and we had a list of
it was
names.
only going to be a temporary name, but it stuck, and you know, sometimes we try to change the name, and people would say, no, don't change the name, we love the name Salt. So,
yeah,
we've got Salt.
Yeah, just like when I was thinking about, you know, as an artist, writing something that's so close to you, I was wondering if on stage or when performing, if there's ever a song where you're just like, well, that was really intense, that brought back, you know, the memories, you know, the experiences that actually inspired you to write the song. Do you feel that happens?
That happens, but actually, some of those tracks aren't on the CD because they're a little harder. And
you leave them out?
The more, we didn't leave them out, our record company chose to, and they'll probably be on the next album. But the harder you perform, the more intense it gets as you're singing. And we've got a couple.
I've seen her tear up a couple times on stage singing a track.
Yeah, there's even some of the tracks in the CD I could easily tear up if I let myself go there. But I try not to, because I'm not like Celine Dion who can cry and sing at the same time. If I get a lump in my throat, I'm like shot.
Well, because I've heard a lot of artists and musicians say that, you know, some of their best stuff they can't put on the album just because it's too close to their heart, and that it is too personal to them, or the experience had recently happened, so it's going to have, you know, they're going to have to wait some time before they have come to terms with it and they can share that experience.
Yeah, there's another track tomorrow. There's a really sad track. Actually, we sang it on Camilla Scott's Princess Diana. And that song is going to be hard for me to sing from now on because I'll always link it with that experience of singing it for her. And that's a really powerful song.
As artists, do you ever have to, when performing, just say, okay, this is going to be hard to perform, but I'm just going to distance myself from it, and I'm just going to perform it? Like, is it possible to even do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I just get into the music and the song itself. Like every performance, it has to be real.
Absolutely.
And you know, it has to be real. And I can't.
I think it's okay if you let it go. I think the audience appreciates it.
I think the audience,
they
definitely, because, I mean, they're going to get their own experience. The song can mean something to them, but I know it's great as a music fan, to figure out where that song came from.
Yeah.
And if it's, a
I do
similar
too. I like all the
experience for
behind
the
the
artist
scenes.
as it is for the fan.
Sometimes we're not sure where they come from. They're like gifts from God or something.
Yeah, they just pop out in a way. The collaboration with Blair and I, like we've been with other people before to write songs, but something happens with us where it just happens really fast. He'll play something and we'll start singing something and it'll happen really, really fast and we'll be like, whoa, that's kind of magical and we like that. We don't want it to stop.
It's like a religious experience.
Well, definitely, and I think for a lot of people, music is their religion, right? It's that big part of
Music
their
is
life,
everything.
even if they're not making it, right? Even if they're just consuming it and listening to it.
You don't know anything else.
Music is everything, it really is. Because weddings, funerals, everything has music involved. TV, every TV show, every movie.
Because music is everything, and I agree with you on that, because I think it does play a huge part in all of our lives, whether we realize it or not. What music have you been listening to lately in your life? Be it on TV, be it in commercials, be it on the web, performing?
We have different
Lately,
musical tastes.
yeah, we have very different musical tastes, though he introduced me to some really cool band, Cocktail Twins. I totally dug them. But, we have some links, Pink Floyd or something like that, but mostly, for me, it's R&B. For him, it's more like Lush, The Breeders, and
Yeah, Radiohead, that sort of stuff.
Radiohead, and I'm going through a little tragically hip stage, but I always go back to my R&B. Any artist that's like R&B, that's where it is for me, just right in there. But I go through different stages. I went through an Oasis stage where I was crazy about them, and just remember what's going on in your life, I think.
And what's happening around you?
Moby.
Moby, yeah. Moby. It's great.
I got a show on the 14th, and I'm giving up Moby tickets that I have.
And it's killing you.
I can't go.
It's killing you. Well, Sherrie and Blair, thank you so much for joining us in the chat room. And so, debut CD only new in stores now.